Hey everyone, it's Dr. Ryan at Primal Chiropractic and Primal Elite Fitness. In this week's video blog, we're discussing shin splints. We've been getting a lot of athletes coming in with them, and we want to discuss how they occur and also how we do treat them here in office. So we're going to start first with how they occur. There's two main muscles that are responsible for shin splints. One is the tibialis posterior. This is on the inner side of the shin, and it will run down into the foot, into the navicular bone. This is heavily influenced when we have heavy knee collapse, ankle pronation, or a collapsed arch with any form of sports activity or running and walking. The other one is the tibialis anterior, and this is more on the outer side. This muscle has two main responsibilities. One is lifting the ankle up this way so we can properly walk and run. And then the other one is to help decelerate our body with running or walking, so slowing down quickly. When these areas get too activated or can't handle the stress load, they can either have micro tears in the muscle belly or start to create inflammation in the periosteum component of the bone, and that's where the shin splint pain starts. So the first thing we need to usually figure out is if there's a form issue. For example, for runners or anybody that's doing a lot of sprinting, sports activity, you want to make sure that they don't have heavy heel contact and then slapping of the forefoot. When that is occurring with every step with a run or a walk, you're putting too much excessive load on the muscle or the bone. We've talked about previously in a lot of our foot videos how to help alleviate a collapsed arch or knee crashing going on, so you can always go back to our other videos, but we usually need to start there. Next, we are going to show you some progressions that we use to help completely heal the area and also strengthen it so it can handle that heavy load with some sports activities. One of the first things that we'll do is we'll get ourselves to a wall, butt to the wall, lock the legs out, and we'll start working on some ankle raises. So with a lot of our strength classes that we offer here as well, we don't have anybody, I've had hundreds of people coming in and out of our doors, have not had one person complain of shin splints. That's how important strength training is to prevent this stuff. So if you're a runner, you're doing any sort of sports activities, make sure you have some sort of specific strength training protocol to prevent this stuff from happening. So again, one more time, we're here and we're strengthening especially that tibialis anterior muscle so it can handle all that shock absorption with sports activities. Next, a sled. If you're not using a sled, this is huge. This is such a low impact and low stress exercise on the total body. So what we'll do is we'll do a lot of backward pulls and some easy pushes. We're going to go very light, especially in the beginning, but I know you can't see everything in this video, but some backward pulls, we're working on repetitions. And then the other thing you can get into is some very light forward pushes. Again, what we're focusing on, especially in that first week or so, is going very, very light with the volume and the intensity. Once that starts to become comfortable, we're reducing some stress, then we can get a little bit more sports specific with some backward runs. So backward runs are nice because they help teach the athlete how to decelerate, and that's going to help strengthen that tibialis anterior muscle. So we're going to accelerate going back and then decelerate coming in. Accelerate going back, decelerate coming in. You're going to decelerate in every form of sports activity, and you usually decelerate before going up for a vertical jump. So especially in basketball or volleyball, we decelerate, especially that last step is a big deceleration process, and then we go vertical. Once that's becoming comfortable, we'll get into a little bit more plyometric and work on some jumps. Pulse jumps are one of my favorites. The reason why is we're not going too deep into the jumping motion, so again, it's low stress, and we'll usually start with a band to take some pressure off the lower body. So all we're doing is just barely bouncing up and down, strengthening the periosteum of the bone, strengthening those two muscles that we talked about previously. We can then get into some more advanced plyometrics to add additional load. But these progressions right here are going to strengthen the area and hopefully start to eliminate shin splints from ever coming back again. Hope you enjoyed, and if you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to us.